Hello and welcome to another update video about Bonk. Bonk reacted again to the support area, but I doubt that this is already the big move to the upside. Well, it could be. Maybe we are already on the move and the wave 2 already bottomed. But to be honest, the structure is very, very questionable. Okay, so this bottoming structure is very questionable. Reality is cryptos oftentimes start a move from very questionable structures. But there's no way of saying that right now, right? I mean, I can only offer you the support region here, which to be honest, technically goes much, much lower. Yeah, I think there's just much more work to do in this correction. And to me, Bonk still seems like it's in corrective mode. And there are a couple of ways how this correction could unfold. But bear in mind, you know, it could always move a little early. But I want to share with you the potential micro counts which are possible here from a corrective point of view. Be aware, micro structures always change, but it is possible that we're in the yellow count. I'm starting to favor the white one because it would look better, you know, especially considering that we had obviously a 5-wave move to the upside here into the December highs. Okay, we talked about that. This is the main reason why I cover Bonk, because it formed a possible 5-wave pattern to the upside. Pretty good looking one, actually. So we've got 5 waves up, and then from there obviously we consider this an A wave or a wave 2, an A wave or a wave 1, and the pullback is either a wave 2 or a B wave. It doesn't matter which one it is, but I've used 2 different colors here, yellow and white, to show you 2 different micro counts for this correction. So as I said, in the first one, the A wave of the correction finished here in January. And then this was the A wave, yeah, and then the B wave already finished, would have topped also in January, and we're now moving down in wave C. So that would be easily possible in this wave count, and I'll show you the micro count for the wave C. Easy to say, and this looks like a 5-wave move down, that this here was a wave 1. I'll change the color and wave degree in a minute. We're currently moving up in a wave 2, then we get a wave 3, a 4 and a 5, and I need to, you see that, I need to move the support region to the right actually already, because everything takes time, doesn't it? And do this. Let me just adjust the wave degree so you can actually see that a little bit better. But it just gives you an idea of where we might be heading. So important is, I think, to recognize that this wave 2, let me shift that here. So the current corrective rally here in wave 2 could still be unfolding, and it would be a flat structure, and it would unfold as an A wave up, a B wave down, and a C wave up. ABC. Okay, where would be the first line of resistance? We can add that to the chart as well. So I can only add standard resistance, but this is typically what a wave 2 should react to. If we don't see a reaction here before breaking above 157,559, it is likely we're going to see invalidation of the yellow count. That, however, would mean that we still have the white count available, and the C wave never started. I find that not unlikely as well. And in this case, the resistance area is a little higher, and it's the larger one here for the B wave. It's a bit different. It's a little higher. And that is going to be extremely difficult because B wave resistance is not very clear. I can really only offer you standard resistance. B waves can overshoot, so I would not rule out. I mean, just imagine Bonk doing an overshooting B wave this bull market. You know, that could be it. And then it comes down crashing in a C wave. Anyway, how would that work out? I mean, we would say we have an A wave up, okay? Microstructure wise, A wave up. Yeah, but that wouldn't look that good actually from a proportional point of view. Well, I would have to say that this is a B wave. It would look a bit weird actually, but okay, it's a valid count. Because what is this? This doesn't look... Okay, well, it could be a 5-wave. No, it can't be. WXY maybe. Yeah, it could be a WXY, okay, in this B wave here. But it has the right look for a flat structure overall. Okay, so I can go with that, and then we would say it's now in a C wave up. I think from a microstructure point of view, I like the yellow count more, but looking at the proportions and the bigger picture, the white count seems to be a little better. Anyway, that's what I'm watching for at the moment. I mean, the short-term trend is up. Yes, we've had a reaction to the support area. Yes, I give you resistance levels to watch, and the trend is up in the very short term. But overall, this still looks like corrective mode, and because the price has formed a new swing low here on the 5th of February, it looks like a triple bottom here. And while many people would say they are often reversal patterns, in practice they are usually not. They are usually not. Usually the market will come back, make at least one more low below that, but we'll see if that happens, when that happens. For now, short-term trend is up. I think it's worth now watching these two resistance levels. Fibonacci resistance here between 132418 and 157559. A sustained break above that level would indicate that we're at least in the white count. That would clarify the chart to a degree, and then we have resistance at 182109 to 264569. And there's structural resistance here as well, this swing high from the 10th of January. So I don't have a very clear long trade set up in the short term, only the larger support area. But ideally, if this really is a wave 2 or a B wave, it should ideally come down a little lower, unless I'm wrong with the count and this is not a wave 2 or a B wave, but some kind of a wave 4, which at the moment, looking at the proportion here, I don't really believe. I think it would look better if it's doing this A, B, C. And then we can talk about, okay, cheap, 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 and get a good reward to risk ratio. But we'll see. It's overall a bullish structure because we have 5 waves up, and it could be huge on the way up, even though we get problems with market cap. So I'm not sure how realistic that is. That's my update about Bonk. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.